Marriage wasn't man's idea, it was God's. From the beginning, God created marriage as a covenant, not a contract, a sacred bond, not a social agreement. Genesis 2:24. That is why a man leaves his father and mother and is united to his wife, and they become one flesh. God's design was oneness, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, not division, not distance, not destruction. But in a fallen world, even something God created can come under attack. And marriage, being so central to God's plan, becomes a prime target for the enemy. John 10:10. The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. And many marriages today bear the marks of that. Emotional neglect, betrayal, constant conflict, lack of intimacy, unforgiveness, and silence, where there should be safety. But here's the truth. God doesn't ignore your marriage problems. He addresses them. He heals them. He restores what's been broken. Psalm 34:18. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. He's near to the wounded wife, the weary husband, the couple that's hanging on by a thread. Sometimes the cracks begin small. A lack of communication, a grudge never dealt with, disappointment left unspoken. Then bitterness takes root, distance grows, trust erodes. Hebrews 12:15. See to it that no bitter root grows up to cause trouble and defile many. Bitterness never stays small. It spreads. It poisons love. It silences compassion. But even then, God says it's not too late. Isaiah 43:19. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? Even if you've given up, God hasn't. Even if your spouse is checked out, God isn't. One of the greatest enemies of a healthy marriage is selfishness. When one or both people stop serving and start demanding. Philippians 2:3-4. Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves. A strong marriage isn't about being right. It's about being righteous. It's about choosing love even when it's not easy, especially when it's not easy. Love that lasts isn't just romance. It's sacrifice, patience, forgiveness. And that kind of love, it starts with God. 1 John 4:19. We love because He first loved us. Conflict in marriage is inevitable, but destruction isn't. Proverbs 15:1. A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. It's not conflict that kills marriage, it's how we handle it. Do we escalate or de-escalate? Attack or listen? Withdraw or engage? James 1:19. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. Most of us reverse that, quick to speak, slow to listen, and fast to get angry. But God's way is different, because God's goal isn't to win the argument, it's to win the heart. Ephesians 4:26. In your anger do not sin. Do not let the sun go down while you are still angry. Unresolved anger becomes long-term resentment. Silence turns into separation. But humility breaks the cycle. Forgiveness is not just recommended in marriage, it's required. Colossians 3:13. Bear with each other and forgive one another. Forgive as the Lord forgave you. Forgiveness doesn't excuse what was done. It releases you from the chains of what was done. Some wounds run deep: betrayal, infidelity, emotional abuse. And healing takes time. But it starts with forgiveness. Forgiveness is not forgetting. It's choosing not to be mastered by pain. It's trusting God to restore what was broken. Psalm 147:3. He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. He doesn't just fix what's on the surface. He gets to the root. In seasons of crisis, couples are tempted to isolate, to keep struggles hidden. But healing often comes through wise counsel. Proverbs 11:14. Where there is no guidance, a people falls, but in an abundance of counselors, there is safety. Seeking help is not weakness, it's wisdom. And if both partners are willing, God can rebuild what seems beyond repair. Ecclesiastes 4:9-10. Two are better than one. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. But even if only one person is fighting, God sees it. 1 Peter 3:1-2. Wives, in the same way, submit yourselves to your own husbands, so that, if any of them do not believe the word, they may be won over without words. A believing spouse has more influence than they realize. And even when you feel alone in the fight, you're not. Isaiah 41:10. Do not fear, for I am with you. I will strengthen you and help you. God is in the business of restoration. He doesn't just patch things up, He makes all things new. Revelation 21:5. Behold, I am making all things new. Your marriage is not beyond His reach, but restoration begins with surrender, not trying harder, but trusting deeper. Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding, and He will make your path straight. Let God lead, let Him rebuild the foundation, and let Him begin with you. Many want their spouse to change, but revival starts in your own heart. Psalm 139:23-24. Search me, God, and know my heart. See if there is any offensive way in me. God can heal your spouse, but first, let Him heal you. He'll soften your tone, restore your patience, deepen your compassion, strengthen your resolve. Because when you're filled with God's Spirit, you love differently. Galatians 5:22-23. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. This is what transforms a house into a home, a fight into a breakthrough, a marriage into a ministry. God sees what no one else sees. The nights you cried, the prayers you whispered, the times you stayed when it would have been easier to walk away, and He honors it. Hebrews 6:10. God is not unjust. He will not forget your work and the love you have shown. You are not alone, and your effort is not in vain. Keep praying, keep showing up, keep loving, not with your own strength, but with His. 2 Corinthians 12:9. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. God's grace will meet you in the middle of the mess. He's not asking you to fix everything. He's asking you to be faithful. And as you do, watch what He restores. Because what's impossible with man is always possible with God. Luke 1:37. For no word from God will ever fail. He can heal your marriage, and He can heal your heart.